Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So, on today's episode, what we're going to do is we're going to be changing out this here dipstick and dipstick tube, because I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's pretty oily down there, and it's oily around the dipstick hole tube. So I'm assuming that the little O-ring is bad. But I also took the car down the road and back just real quick to see how it did. And under boost, the dipstick just ejects out of the tube. And apparently it's so common on these DSMs for that to happen that I was looking up videos and people make this little spring setup. So I got it holding itself down even harder. And that seems to work, so now it just kind of leaks around the O-ring down there. But when I looked online, I ended up coming across this one. So this one's a STM heavy duty sprung dipstick tube. Get out of here, B. Get out of here, B. But it also has a bung on it, so that way you can put an oil catch can on this thing, to where if you're having way too much blow by, it would go into the can. So I just have it capped off for now. We did add a catch can to it, so I got this set up to this can right there, and it's nice and convenient because it just dumps. Oh, there we go, right through there. There was like a factory hole, so you just turn that, and there had a little bit in it, so it works good. But yeah, we'll get to switch this around. But that's the O-ring that I was talking about that's probably blown out on the one that's in there. Also, this one has like some heavy duty O-rings that, I mean, you can't even really push this thing together very easily. Damn it, you gotta two-hand it to get it shoved in there. But I might have to bend it a little bit to get it around the shape that this one is for that turbo pipe. I don't like how it touches it anyways right there, or almost touches it. So close. So yeah, get this switched out, and then we'll get a ride-along video here in a little bit when the sun goes down a little. This thing has no AC, and it's real hot. And I don't know what it is. These things are like real aerodynamic, because when you roll your windows down, even if you're going in like 30-40 miles an hour, not very much air comes in. You have to like put your hands out to scoop the air into it. But yeah, so we'll get this put on and come back to it. All right, out with the old, in with the new. I had to massage it around a bit, but it's farther over than the last one was, that's for sure. And had to make sure that this little bung thing wasn't gonna touch the O2 sensor, so there's good room in between there and there. So that's good. Also noticed that my alternator had lost its bottom nut down there, so that's fine. We'll end up just grab one out of the parts box and throw it on there. Do that before we go for a drive on it. But everything looked good. That thing was a snug fit, I'll tell you what. This one just kind of flopped right out. The other one I had to take a mallet and a rag here on a flathead and kind of hit right here to drive this thing in there. So should be a good seal. Should last a long time. I also noticed that this thing's oil pump area. Here, hold on. Let me give you some light here. Super oily, right? Disgusting. But I think it's coming from, like, I don't know, somewhere behind the crank or around there. Probably the oil pump. and all of these gaskets that go onto all of that. But it's all the way down onto the rails and getting all gross. So that'll be something that we have to address sometime soon as well. Also, that throwout bearing is hideous sounding, like really bad. So when we're driving, I'll have you guys listen to that, and it's like two glass plates banging together as you're driving down the road, or it sounds like you're dragging something, but it's not. It's just the throwout bearing is toast. So I'll have to be doing that too. But then we'll get to see if this is a 6-bolt or a 7-bolt crank on this thing. I think we want the 6-bolt if I know anything right. I think it's the 6-bolt is what we want. So that'll be interesting to figure out what that is and see if we got a good clutch or anything. Get out of here. God, I'm being bombarded by these hornets. Must have some nests around here that I gotta take care of. But yeah, took the 300 to town today. That was nice. Also found that she's got an exhaust leak somewhere downpipey, turbo-y kind of area. You know, the hard to get to spot. It's somewhere in that area. So I'll have to figure out what that is. Also, there was something else. I can't remember. I'll have to drive it. And then it's like when you drive it, then it comes to you like, oh yeah, that's right. That's what was wrong. Oh yeah, the O2 sensor. And we got one of those on the shelf over there to change out on it. But yeah, next up we'll get a video clip of this thing going down the road, starting up and whatnot. So just hold on. That countdown thing still cracks me up though. I don't get what that's about. Anywho's it. Oh, I can't wait to get that throwout bearing taken care of. She's so rattly. But you can't tell on camera. That pisses me off too. Code that never got with the car and never figured out a way to hit enter on it. This shit don't work. Tried all the normal stuff, so don't think that we didn't try all the 000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 999. Someone said it was 1971 or 79. Tried those. Ain't shit to happen. I don't know why the oil light's on. With the I plugged that gross looking sensor back in, so that might have something to do with it. Might be why it was unplugged. But this thing's working again. So I plugged two things in. There was like a pressure sensor and I'm guessing a temperature sensor. And I would say that that's pressure. Otherwise there might be like a little thermostat next to it or something. But yeah, good enough time for idling. Air to fuel ratios, you know, bouncing around like a toddler on one of those little hoppity hips. But it's manageable. Alright, get down to the road and pick up there. Alright, now we're back down on the road. Let's see if we can back to the house. But that's gonna do it for this episode. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to leave us a comment too. It all helps with that stupid little YouTube algorithm. So, till next time.